Hey guys and girls, it's the Tank coming to you again. So this is part one of two videos about parachair caber. So this is one event for the Highland Games that is going to be probably your hardest to master and your longest to even get a grip on. So this video here, I'm going to talk you through the movements, and then when I'm going to put up video that'll be labeled part 2 right after this. That will just be a video of the technique that I'm describing in action. So when it comes to parachair caber, first of all, we got to talk about the caber. It's going to be, there's three aspects to a caber: the weight, the length, and the taper. The taper is the difference between the heavy end and the light end, because cabers have a naturally tapered design. In parachair, taper is your key. We can train for weight, we can train for length. Taper is going to be one of the big differences because, one, you're already throwing from a lower position. Two, you're not getting that running start. So here's how it goes. You have the caber loaded into a pick, which means you're going to get in a stable base, as stable as you can get. Bring your hands down to the ground, and your shagger will load the caber into your pick. Now, once you have that caber up and you've got it held between your neck and in your grip, there's something we do a little different. We're going to let that caber, once we have nice control and we get that nice balance point, we're going to let it rock back just a hair, because an inch of movement in those hands is feet at the top of that caber. Now then what you want to do is you're going to push your shoulder forward while pulling your hands in. This begins to accelerate the top of the caber. Okay, this is how we make up for not having the running start. With the shoulder and the pull, we get to accelerate the top end of that caber, and then as soon as it's at the tipping point, and we have a very narrow window, especially in parachair, we pull through for a full extension. Okay, so that's the basics, and it's oversimplified, but it's really something you have to get a feel for. And when I talk about getting a feel for it, what you can do is you can go get, either find yourself a small caber, or if you want to manufacture one just to train with, start out with just a 3-inch PVC pipe, 10 feet long, put end caps on it. Get to where you can start to feel that movement, how you pull that acceleration, how you pull through. It's a nice light option, but that still has some weight, so that you can get repetitions. You can get that muscle memory. You can start to feel what that caber's telling you. From there, you move it longer, start feeling it with weight. Or if you're actually starting with a small caber, work up to a larger wood caber. Make sure you're doing this with people to assist you. But yeah, so that is part one of parachair caber. You're going to get loaded into the pick from a stable position. In your neck, you're going to let it come back just barely a little bit till you feel the weight start to take up on your shoulder. And then as they push forward with the shoulder, a pull with the hands, and a pull through. Make sure you check out part 2 to see this technique in action.